In this video, we're going to earn our green belt in Google Forms by adding page sections to our form, having our form go to a specific page based on an answer, and sharing our form by a link. To get started, I need to go back to my form, so I'm going to go up into the top tab up here. And in my toolbar on the right, I have this equals sign looking item right here, which is an add a section. So when I click that, it will add a section into my Google form. So you'll notice here that on page 1, I have section 1 of 2 and then a page break. This is going to be the first page of my form. When my participant takes the form, they will see in this case the title, and then at the bottom it'll say continue, and then it would take them to this next section of the form. You'll notice that I did not have any questions join the first section of my form. So I'm going to click in the first section, and then I'm going to click on the Add Question tool. And this will add a question to that section. I could also hover over another question. So let's say I want them to watch this video and then move on to the next part of the form. So if I hover over and I get the 6-box array here, I can click and drag it up and see how it moves. I can move it into this part of the form. So I'm going to ask my users to watch this video, and then for my question, I'm going to put, did you like this video? And here's another example of Google Smart Text. They have some suggestions for my responses based on the question. I'm going to click Add All, and it will automatically put those responses in there for me. Another task that I need to complete is to have my page go to a specific section based on their answer. To do this, I'm going to click in the 3-dot menu and click Go to Section Based on Answer. And it adds these drop-down menus for me. So if a person says yes, I'm going to have them complete section 1. If a person says no, I'm going to choose to have them just submit the form. And if a person says maybe, I'm going to have them go to section 1. Notice that I also have continue to next section, so it would just continue them. Now I want to share my form so that I can get some responses. So I'm going to click on the Send button up at the top. And here, I could send it by an email. So I'd put in people's emails and then a subject and a message, and it would send them to an email. I can include the form in the email, and if they are using Gmail on the web or a downloaded Gmail app, they would be able to click it right within the email, and when they get to the next page, it would open up on the web, and they would be able to finish it. If they're using like Apple Mail, it will make them go to the web before, and it restarts the survey. So I don't like to use it if I know that I have participants using Apple Mail. What I more often use is sharing it by a link. So if I click on the link up here, I get this really long ugly thing, which I can copy, and I will use this if I'm going to do an embedded link where I highlight text and then paste a link onto that text using a command. Or if I'm just going to copy the link directly and I want it to be prettier, I can choose shorten URL, and it gives me something that's much shorter. So I'm going to click on copy. And now if I open a new tab and paste that URL, it will take me to my form. And this is what my viewer sees, my participants. So here I'm going to click yes, and then next, and I told it to take me right back here. So then I'll click no, and click next, and it takes me to submit the form. Thank you for watching. You've just earned your green belt in Google Forms.